The one thing I made a determination with the inception of my channel is that I knew full well from the get-go that I wasn't going to blow sunshine and smiles up your backside telling you what you wanted to hear, because that's euphemistic conditioning. I just tell it straight. That's why I always cite facts, medical facts, if I say about the pelvic bone or whatever. I'm not making it up. I always encourage the viewer to go and do your own personal research. With whatever I'm speaking of in a particular topic in a specific video, I just tell it like it is. I encourage you to stop putting yourself down, but we're all imperfect. And no, you're not a great person all the time. You're probably miserable and negative and treat people horribly a lot of the times, and a lot of times you probably don't. Just like everybody else. Sometimes you have moods that are low, and sometimes you have moods that are high. That's why not everybody deserves a participation trophy for just showing up to have a pulse. That's all conditioning by the system. That's why when somebody confronts you with the truth, you're hurt by it. If the truth hurts, you're living a lie. That has to be indicative of the fact that you are existing in a vacuum of lies. So this is the premise of my channel. I'm not interested in, how many numbers it gets and everything. The most important thing is when the message gets out, if somebody receives it. That's all it is for me with this channel. I don't concern myself with numbers of this or numbers of that, any of that stuff. The universe works through me to you in the hopes that it can benefit you in some way. But we need to return to a time where it was realistic, not delusional and not illusionary and not a fantasy and not fiction. That's what we're living in right now. People want to be told only what they want to hear. And to them, that is the truth. But unfortunately, that's not the actual truth. So that's why I don't pull any punches when I say I'm not going to blow sunshine and smiles up your backside. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. Because probably sometimes you're not a good person. And probably sometimes you are. But this system conditions you to not accept any truth because it's just a vacuum of lies. That's why when you tell somebody the truth, you rock them right out of their comfort zone. Also, like they're all butthurt, like, "Arr." Oh, listen, you're indicative of the programming that you're exposing yourself to. That's not my deal. I'm not responsible for that, and I'm not going to make this channel into something that it's not. Absolutely not. If I can call somebody on something, I'm going to call them out on it because I'm old school, and that sometimes is the best school. Sometimes it's not. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. Nobody is. Somebody has this high, happy, low, and miserable and sad. Sometimes you're positive, sometimes you're negative. The universe gives you feelings and emotions to use them, just like the universe gives you tears to use them. The universe gives you a voice to use it. The universe gives you impulses and instincts in your own character to use these things. Not to be a disingenuous, phony, happy person that smiles all the time, and you actually inside you're a miserable, horrible person. I've seen this tons of times. So that's why I say I'm not going to tell people what they want to hear. I'm just telling the straight truth. And the reason why we're in the predicament we're in right now is because people have been acclimated to being told things that are nice and coddling and soft and cozy and fluffy and warm and makes you feel all good inside, but you're being selected for extinction, whether you realize it or not. That's not reality. If you have a contest, not everybody's a winner. It doesn't work like that. When you have a baseball game, both teams don't win the game. That's life. Some people come out ahead, some people don't. It's just the way the system is set up. It's a game. There's nothing you can do, and you can't take it serious. You got to learn to have a thick skin in this life, or else you're always going to be just destroyed. You can't walk around in life with your heart on your sleeve, because this world doesn't deserve it. You always have to have a suit of armor, like a deflector shield. I'm not saying build a wall to block out the whole world around you, because then you're making yourself a prisoner. I'm saying just operate in this environment and don't give it any relevance, because then this way they can't hurt you. But also live in reality. If you're a good person, awesome, because action is truth. So analyze your actions. From the moment you were born to now, have you been a perfect person and never hurt anybody? Never cursed anybody out, or never got angry, or perhaps even never raised your hands, or never been violent or aggressive? I mean, think about it. It's just that simple. You gotta think realistically in terms of the fact that human beings are inherently dysfunctional and inconsistent. But that is the human condition. And that's why this channel is based on reality. I'm not going to blow sunshine and smiles and flowers up your backside, or anybody. That's not the intent of this channel. That's why I'm making this video, just let everybody know. I hope people are enjoying the stuff I'm posting. I intend on making tons and tons more, and just keep it going as long as possible. I am not interested in offending anybody. I'm not a racist or a bigot or any garbage like that, because that's all the system. Me, it's all energy, frequency, and vibration. Creator of all creation. We're all God. Everything is God, not just people. The grass, the trees, the flowers, the wind, it's all source. People, human beings got to get over this pompous, pretentious, arrogant posture as if God as a man had only created human beings to be the superior and dominant species and the favorite ones, the chosen ones. That's nonsense. You want to see God's chosen? The entire universe is God's chosen and everything in it, not just human beings. So anyway, I'm going to cut this video by saying, I'm always going to just keep it real. I'm old school. I'm not interested in how many likes or how many numbers or all that doesn't mean anything to me. All that matters to me is that you get the message. Whether you click like or subscribe or any of that stuff, that's irrelevant to me. That's why I never ask for those things, because that stuff is just nonsense to me. It should just be about the message, the content that you're connecting with. And that's it. That's all that matters to me. So that's why I make the videos that I do. I have no intention on doing any of that other stuff. If people want to click in or whatever, awesome. If not, as long as the message is received, that is really the only important thing that I'm really concerned with, that the message through me to you, also with my own experiences in life, it can help you in some way to avoid a catastrophe or make you wiser about something or make you aware of something that you were completely oblivious to, that you didn't realize. Whatever the case may be, that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing. And I'll continue to be here as long as YouTube allows it. And even more importantly, as long as God allows it. Amen. Have a blessed day. And always know that you're not perfect, but you are a good person. Nobody's perfect. You have your ups, you have your downs. Sometimes you're moody and nasty. Sometimes you're happy and nice and you're high vibrational. It happens. Sometimes you're having the best day of your life. Somebody cuts you off in traffic and just sets you off, man. Start cursing, screaming, kicking. I'm going to, all that. I wish I had this and that. I would take this guy and do this and that. Hey, listen, that's the human condition. It's just, it's an unhealthy condition, and it's unpredictable. So you don't know which way the wind's going to blow. And that is the beauty of it. You really don't want to have a predictable wind. You just want it to be able to do what it's going to do and just, meander and be unpredictable. That's the beauty of life. But anyway, have a blessed day and take care.